Hello, happy Money Monday. It's Bridgette here coming at you with beliefs about money. This is a big one. The foundation for your relationship with money is rooted in your beliefs about money. And those beliefs can become part of your world over time. It can be part of your upbringing, you know, how money was spoken about in your household. What the energy around money was. It can be part of your own lived experience. Maybe at some point in your life, me included, you know, you got into some debt or whatnot, you know, in college, or maybe you weren't always responsible with money when you first started making it. Or maybe the circles that you hang around, the people that you talk to today, that you spend time with, have a negative belief around money. And so it's really important that you help identify what your story about money is so that you can move forward in an abundant manner, especially for business owners. It's so important for us. Y'all, we cannot go forward with our mission in any sort of long-term capacity if we have all these money blocks. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple beliefs about money that are limiting, and I want to flip them so that I can give you the affirmative side to just really start to shift that mindset if you find yourself in a place where you're experiencing the limiting beliefs or your story about money is not something that's actually serving you. All right. So, first of all, money is a limited resource. Nope. There's enough money to go around. You know, I always say money is a renewable resource. Time is not, right? So if you have this belief that money is limited, I want you to flip that. There is enough money to go around for anybody that's willing to earn it, right? You got to take aligned action. Let's think of another one. It takes a lot of money to start a business. Well, if you're here, you're an entrepreneur and you are in business and you know that there are some upfront costs. However, starting a business just allows you to have no limit on your income. So think about it. When you used to work for somebody else, or like I used to work for somebody else, you were sharing all of that. You got part of the profit and they got to keep everything. When you're in business on your own, you get to determine that profit that you keep, right? That's a really beautiful thing. So it doesn't take that much to start a business depending on what type of business you're in. I always have to say that caveat, but if you're a service-based business, you get out there, you can start solving people's problems, charging money for that, and later can come some of those costs of the website or, you know, hiring out team or whatnot. But the reality is it doesn't cost as much to start, especially a service-based business, as you think. Money can't buy happiness. We hear that one a lot, right? I want to flip that to money gives me the freedom to do the things to improve the quality of my life. Do you see that difference? Let me say it again. Money can't buy me happiness. Flipped into money gives me the freedom to do things that improve my quality of life. It's all about choice, right? You know, when I left high school and college, I really just was always told that, you know, stable education and a solid job, that was the way that was going to give me choice. And while that did give me the monetary resource, I was really lacking my own freedom of time. And so as I got into entrepreneurship, I started to realize that in reality, I was able to create these choices for myself because now I was the boss, right? You know, we're all our own boss. We have flexibility of our schedule. We get to do what we want with the money that we earn, but it's important that you manage it so that it will multiply. So that's something that's really important. But I think it's interesting, you know, when you look at this definition of success or you look at how you use money, it's really important that you listen to these voices and these stories that are kind of running through your head in the background, right? This noise. As you go through entrepreneurship and you put offers out there and you continue to solve people's problems, like what is that playing in the background? What is that noise that's almost like on repeat? Where do those stories come from? Are they even yours to carry? Has there been a time where that's proven not to be true? Maybe that there's a scarcity mindset inside of you, but you've also disproved that by being here, by being in business? Probably. But somehow it's like the human nature of being able to say we could hear 10 compliments, right? And then one criticism, and we'll focus on the one criticism. So think about all the times in your experience with money where you have actually shown that abundance is possible, that there's proof of concept for what you're putting out there, that you deserve to be paid for the problems that you're solving, right? For the gifts that you're putting out there in the world. So I'll end on this one. I love this one so much. So on, you know, the limiting belief would be I can either make money or do what I love. Well, if you know anything about me and you've heard my story, you know that I firmly believe that this is the opposite of that, right? So I don't have to choose between making money and pursuing my passion. I can do both. So my whole purpose of starting the Betterment Project, of teaming up and creating financial UniCrowns, CFO, services for entrepreneurs, was to help people run a profitable business while living a fuller life. I believe it's possible. I believe we all deserve it. And if you believe it's possible and you believe that you deserve it, then you are in the right spot. So think about these limiting beliefs. Think about the shifts that you can make to help really accelerate, your growth as a business owner, right? As somebody who's making a positive impact in the world. Because these money blocks can really shake us up. It doesn't mean that they go away entirely or for the rest of time. It just means it's something we need to work through. We need to identify it, lay that foundation so that we can go and move forward in a way that's not only going to benefit us from a financial and joy and happiness standpoint, but also the ripple effect's going to be pretty huge. So with that, let's work on these beliefs. Happy Money Monday. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next week for more financial tips, entrepreneur tips, and just kind of life in general. See you next week.